and feeding our people. Isn't that enough for you? And the guard just sits there and goes, well then, seems like we have some conflicting stories. Do you have any evidence of this action, Aramil? And Aramil goes, I saw it with my own eyes. They were right in here, flickering the lights, changing things. He was there. He goes, but do you have evidence? And he goes, what do you want? A painting? An eyewitness? He goes, an eyewitness would have been nice. He goes, well, no, sorry. They were all the three in there the exact same time, and points to all three of you. And they go,
Before he does
what?
that, can I like try to stealth out the door?
Sure, make a stealth check.
I got 21.
So while Aramil is going ahead and complaining, you see Ricky just slink down, already short, but a massively short, and just sneaks around, move the door slightly ajar, slink through, and just bolt out the door.
He's like, those three. It's like, what?
Guards, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and then the guards go through and be like, the guards go through and be like, what three? There are only two.
Idiot.
And Aramil responds, well, I'll just be. Aramil, we've talked about this. The nightmares you see here are not necessarily here. No, I know they're here. I swear. Aramil, go back to your shop and continue with your day. If there's any issues, we will handle it. Some gods you are. And he goes ahead and bolts out the door back to his shop, not noticing Ricky is standing directly on the side of the door, entering through, and leaves in a huff straight back to his apothecary shop.
Get pranked.
Wow, that was great.
Why, Madam, is there anything else that you need help with?
Oh, well, now that you say it, I do have a couple of deliveries to make. I'd be happy to pay you for the deal. Well, here's it. I'll give you 9 gold if you deliver this bread and cheese to each of these places I have on this sheet. They're all packed up in 3 little packages. You do that, you come back and give me the signatures from each of the people, and the gold is yours.
Why, thank you, Madam. As I just take the 3 packages.
All right. So now you go ahead and you walk out the door and you exit the.
I'm keeping the chef's hat in the apron, by the way.
Oh, of course. Oh, you're working for her. She has not said anything about you taking the clothing item. Eddie, are you still in the ration hut?
Yes, after witnessing all of that, I follow Morthos as he leaves the building.
Okay. So now you are all standing together just outside the door. And meanwhile, Morthos is holding just 3 bags, cloth bags, sort of rationed and pulled together in one hand, and he's holding his list in the other, while still wearing an apron and a chef's hat.
Well, that turned out better than expected.
Yes, I'm quite surprised myself, honestly.
Nice. I mean, you'll either become a Lycan or you won't, but we won't, so you probably are fine.
I think I should be okay.
Yes. What should we do now?
Well, I can either deliver this bread and cheese, or it is, extra rations. But I mean, this old lady kind of came through for me, so I think it may be best to actually help her out.
She was quite kind, yes.
I feel quite indebted to her.
Yes, if it weren't for her, we'd be in jail, probably.
So she So she gave me a list of where I need to deliver it, but do I know the people? Is it the people or where to deliver it or both?
It is the people and where to deliver it. It's both.
By the
Okay.
way, I don't think we should go to the apothecary anymore.
Ever again.
Ever again.
It's too bad. He was quite a nice man.
I liked him.
Yeah, thanks for getting me kicked out of a place I would rather buy health potions from, Morthos. But, yeah.
Alright. All in
Life,
a fine days of work, don't you worry.
yeah, life goes on.
You want to glory, not health. It's okay.
Oh, I also don't want to die. Is
No, you won't die with me by your side. It's fine.
yes, you're right. You are quite suspicious at most times, but your words ring true.
And to be fair, I still have his one health potion still. All is good. As I wave the health potion around.
We all laugh like it's a cartoon.
All right. So from there, you go ahead. What do you do next?
I guess I look at the. I want to look at the paper and see if I can do one of the deliveries. I'd like to at least help her out.
All right.
Okay.
So you go ahead and open the list, and there are 3 names and 3 locations directly across from each other. It's like a list, and a signature line at the very right side. You see the first name is Estella Marsk, and you see Armor Smith.
The armor smith. Oh, wonderful.
The second
Estella.
name is a Randall Tassel. This name is not familiar with, and it says he's in the fishing dock / hut. And
Is
the
that
third
where?
name,
Sorry, go ahead.
and the third name you know all too well is a certain Helgrich Cherbolka.
Yes.
His location is immigration.
Wait, can I go somewhere to buy handcuffs?
That would be the whorehouse.
Could I not buy it from maybe an armor smith? Could she not maybe make them for me?
They only make handcuffs for officers of the courts.
Okay.
There. Any specialty handcuffs are sold on the black market in the whorehouse.
I'm just looking for some regular handcuffs, but okay.
So
Well-
anyways, you see the list, and there are the names.
So she said get signed. Do they have to sign the list?
Yes, they have
sign
to.
the paper.
They have to sign the
Yeah.
list to confirm
I
they
was gonna say
got
we
the
could all
receipt.
just go do one. But
We could.
Forge
no,
their
it has to
signatures.
sign it.
Oh, but yeah, because of the paper.
Yep. You could. Well, there are options.
We could
know,
do
you
it
could
and
do.
not get the signatures and just not get paid. Or I mean, it's only 9 gold, but that's up to you guys. And it's probably gonna just go to you.
It's up to Morthos. It's his gig.
I still think we should help her out.
There is no
without
rule that you have to
getting
keep
paid.
the list together.
Yeah, I was gonna say
So we
I
could
might
tear
go
it
to the
apart.
tavern.
All right, yeah, let's tear it apart.
So you each go through, and you usually tear the list into 3 equal pieces, each containing 1 name, 1 profession, and 1 signature line.
I'll go to Randall.
Well, Helgi will be most intrigued to see me as much as I would have loved to have seen Estella. I'll go to Helgi.
I'll go to Estella.
All right.
Don't
So
you try
each
to
of
woo
you
her, Mountain Dwarf.
each of you split up
Yeah,
in
brothers.
terms of going to deliver your bread and cheese ration to the assigned recipient. Go ahead and roll for initiative.
Hey, I got a 3.
Dang, you suck. I got an 8.
I got a 9.
Damn
Okay. You said, wait, hold on. Edo, you got an 8?
you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay,
he included
so-
his bonus already, so.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and start with going with Eddie to Estella, then Randall and Ricky.
Should we just
Fun
say we
enough.
meet up back at the
Yeah,
cook's
we'll
hut
we'll
after
just
we're
meet up
done?
at the cook's hut.
I mean, yeah, that's between you guys.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where we meet up.
Sounds like a brilliant idea.
All right. So we begin our split delivery adventure with Eddie Murphy strolling over such a very short way straight across the street into the Smith's lodge. You hear a familiar sound of iron and steel banging together as if carving out more metal, sewing together more leather, or the other. The forge is still hot as it is midday right in the working day, and you see this fair blonde Estella going ahead and crafting and sewing together some leather hide behind the counter.
Yes, Stella. Fare thee well today.
Oh, hello. Yes. I'm sorry. I don't think I remembered your name last time. I saw you. You were with the Morthos, those one, the Tiefling.
Yes, that's the man I was traveling with. Yes, Morthos, yes.
Oh, yes, indeed. Well, good to hear.
Yes, thank
Here.
you.
So yes. So you said you have my bread and cheese delivery for the day, correct?
Oh, you must be a mind reader. I was about to tell you that. Yes. Yes,
As
here
she
is.
as she sees it, you're holding bread and cheese in your hand.
What if I had it
You know,
behind my back like a surprise? Look what I have.
like you're hiding it behind your back, like roses. Then you go, ho,
Yeah.
oh, wait.
All right, she sees it.
Do you want to be holding it behind your back?
No, we'll just go with it. Like, yes, here's your bread and
Okay.
cheese. I will need a signature though.
Oh, of course, and absolutely. And he goes ahead and signs it, and she goes, and then hand this to your friend. And it's a little tiny folded over sheet of paper with just Morthos, but the O is in the shape of a heart in the name, and hands it to you.
All right. I put it in. I put the letter in my bag of holding, and I forget about it.
Forget about it? What?
Get pranked.
You monster! I hope your bag of holding gets destroyed.
Your character is completely no, because if his bag of holding gets destroyed, all the items go to the ethereal plane.
No.
So he goes ahead, he takes it
Good.
over, it's like, yes, I will make sure this gets to the proper party, and puts it inside your bag of holding, and she goes, oh, thank you, sir. I so appreciate it. You have yourself a blessed day.
Oh,
And
and
then
you
she
as
goes back
well. Oh, I have
and
one
then
more question though. However, Stella,
yes, what would that be?
you're not off. You're not out of this just yet. Do you happen to have a shield by chance?
Yes, I do have a shield that I could sell to you. Pleasure to help you with that case, since you're doing such a fair deed for me. Um,
Yes, yes.
let's see. So we do have a shield here. It's fairly basic, nothing special about it. If you wish to buy it, it'd be 10 gold to you.
10 gold. Yes, I think I shall take that. Thank you very much.
You are so welcome. And you hand her the 10 gold, and she hands you this burly shield that's not just a normal shield you notice as you go, but it's actually been slightly adjusted on the back to where it actually has a leather grip, um,
Ooh.
which is rare, and a bit of padding behind where it would fit under the hand. So it's a little more comfortable than a standard shield, but this doesn't give it any special property.
Just has a
Per se.
loving touch.
Okay.
It has a loving but forgotten touch. Um, really, no one laughed at that. Okay.
Ah,
Ha ha ha.
Ah.
I'm
So
sorry.
anywho, you've then done the deal and you leave the armorsmith's hut, um, heading back to um, meet the others at the cook's house.
Alrighty.
All right, so we are moving on to person number 2, starting with Ricky, going ahead and attempting to locate the fishing hut.
Yes.
Good luck.
So I guess I will go towards the docks, right?
All right, yep. So you go ahead and move through the city, strolling past the job board and tavern. You hike a left down the street, and you see the immigration hut and the coastline of the river in the distance.
So me and him are
Could I
basically walking
could I
together,
You
right?
continue.
theoretically just be like walking with him and then like I just casually split off when he splits off?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's probably what's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
okay.
So both of you have been walking together across here, and no real small talk. And then, um, as you see, without a word, Morthos kind of drifts away as soon as you cross the immigration office and tries to look for a door in the back of the open face hut.
Oh, I'm
Um,
going in. Oh no.
and so as you continue on, you look at that. You see as you get to the dock where you landed your boat. If you look off in the distance or between two of the breaks in the river that come off, you see a hut with some smoke coming out the side and a few small canoes to the outside. It is fully detached from the shore. There's no bridge that goes between it. Um, but you do see that it has canoes in front of it, and you do see some other small boats attached to the dock.
Okay. Wait, so I see a bunch of. Okay, so is there anyone around here?
There are a few traders and merchants kind of standing around. Some of them, you notice that some of them have items in the boats, but there's not. It's not a massive crowd, as plenty of people are still working in the day.
Okay, can I go up to one of them? Just a
Yes,
random one.
absolutely.
Aye, sir. To whoever, I guess.
It's Madam.
Oh,
Madam. I apologize.
And you see this woman with long brunette head, but hulkingly tall. She's like 6'5". Imagine like a WNBA center. Um, and she's just pulling these nets of fish out onto the dock from her boat as she's talking to you.
Aye, it's hard to see from down here. That's my fault. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Oh yes, I guess it's fine for a little leprechaun like yourself.
Uh, I I had a question. Do you know where a Randall Testel would be?
Oh yes, look, just across the river here. Do you need any assistance getting there?
Wait, it's across the river? Like,
Yes, it's across. It's actually across the river, so you have to go through and sail from River's Edge onto sort of like an island between two rivers, or like between a break in the river.
yes, that'd be appreciated.
Absolutely happy to help. I got to go pick up more fish for a run, anyways. Hop in, and you go ahead and you just jump in directly to the seat, kind of like you're sitting there, and then this hulking woman comes in, sits down, like kind of puts her legs kind of on either side of you, as you're just kind of this small 3 foot little thing standing next to this 6'5" Goliath compared to you. Um, and she goes through, pushes off the dock, and just begins to row, paddle left, paddle right, paddle left, paddle right, as you see the fishing hut come closer and closer.
Cool.
And then after a few minutes, you end up just landing right on the shore. There's no dock on this little median, but you go ahead and land directly onto the wall, and you both hop out of the boat and head straight up into the hut. Um, the hulking woman goes ahead and slams on the door. And you just hear a faint, "Who's there?" And she just goes, "Randall, Randall, it's me. I need to pick up the rest of my fish." And this old man who eerily remembers you of a Captain Ahab, sort of looking man, kind of older, a couple of scars. Definitely looks like he's lived on the sea.
Little
Sun
pop-eyed.
damaged skin.
They have a hat.
He does not have a hat.
You have a corn
He
cob
does
pipe.
have he does have a bandana though.
Oh, that's cool. What's on
He's
it?
wearing
Anything?
on top of
Or is
his
it just a
head.
normal one?
What do you say?
Is there anything on it, or is it just a bandana?
It's just a plain bandana.
Okay.
No happened to me.
Does he have a peg
Let
leg
me
or
open.
a hand hook?
No, but you can tell his hands are definitely scarred and chewed by both either the rope or the animals he's gone ahead and fished. Um, so you go in. So Randall opens up. He's like, "Yeah, you want your fish there?" And the woman goes ahead and says, "Yes, please. I could, please if I could." He goes, "All righty, righty then. Here you go," and hands her hands her the fish. She goes, "Oh yes, and my wee little friend here has something that he needs to discuss with you."
Hi, hello,
He goes,
Randall.
"All right, well, spit it out."
And then I'm just gonna pull out the food, give it to him. This is from
Oh,
the
oh
bake.
yes, so
Yes.
it seems like she has the lovely cook over there has someone else doing work for her. Good, she's
Do,
getting up there indeed. And
do you
he
know her
goes and
name? I don't know her name.
We haven't ever asked. You could ask
he goes,
Randall.
I am asking Randall.
Randall goes, I like to mind my own business around here. I only know myself and the lovely Sheeta over here. But
How do you spell that?
it is spelled Zashheida.
Okay.
Is it Sheeta?
Zashida.
Zashida.
Is it Sheeta?
Oh, quit. And then she just goes, quit it on me, you old hag.
Could
Hag.
you
And he goes,
also sign this, please?
yep, the usual receipt. And he goes ahead and signs it with a couple of scribbles you can't make out, but frankly, you don't care. It'll still count. He
Okay.
goes, all right, well, both a lot of you get up out of here. I got some personal time to deal with. And he shuts the door. Shuts the door as a cranky old man would. And Zashida then goes to you and goes, well, that went better than it usually does when he meets a new person. Let's go ahead, sail you back to shore, shall we?
Yes, I appreciate it.
All right. Then you both jump in the boat. She again pushes off and against the paddle, and before you know it, you are back on the same dock to which you had previously been. She hops out and begins to like the boat rocks as you're still in it. You kind of brace yourself on either side, and then when the boat finally settles, she picks you up by both sides and plops you right on the dock. She goes, all righty. Seems like your business here is done. You have yourself a. I'll see you around.
I appreciate it, and then I like flicker a gold piece.
What did you say?
I said I appreciate it, and then I flicker a gold piece. Thank
Oh
you.
thank you kindly. Maybe we'll do business again someday.
All right,
And
and then
then
I'm done. I just leave.
yeah, yep. You just leave and head back to the same cook store to go ahead and meet up with the other two. Now, let me get
And
some water.
Oh.
All right. So you go ahead and we catch up with the adventures of Morthos um, after he left Ricky when he headed to the um, immigration office, and he sees a big door just right in front of where the should be. Goes ahead and you approach the door.
I guess I knock. Yeah.
You
I
go
knock.
ahead and give three gentle knocks, And you just hear from the back, "What? What?" And it goes in. The door rips open. She goes, "Oh, well, I fancy seeing you here."
Why, Helgi, nice to see you. I actually have some food for you.
"Oh, you came to wine and dine me, you say?"
Why, of course.
And you go ahead and hand her the signing sheet and the piece of cheese. She graciously signs and sends it back to you. And she goes, "Here, come back to the table. We can go enjoy this together."
I just walk back with her.
As you go ahead and walk back with this 70-year-old crypt keeper, she goes ahead and shuts the front door, like the front sort of shed silo, and just puts up a thing that says "closed" on front of the immigration office. Um, and then go back to a table. It's now completely dark in the office, but then Helgrich lights a candle in the middle of the table, pulls out the bread, and she goes, "Oh, and I had this for a special occasion." And she her opens up the back and has this ornate bottle of mead that she had in reserve. She's like, "But we can split it tonight." And then goes ahead and gets out two pints, and pours mead into both.
Why, thank you.
"Oh, you'll be thanking me later." And has ahead, splits the bread and the cheese, and you all begin to sort of eat and discuss life as you wish to do, or as little as you wish.
I guess I just ask her how, I guess the day's been, how's work been. I tell
Oh,
her
you
about my
know.
adventures with a lichen, fighting a lichen.
And she proceeds to talk and chuck and all, and then suddenly she goes, "The lichens around here have been kind of great, kind of wild. They tend to leave me alone for reasons I don't understand. I'm more than welcome to have them, but tend to go through and just cut things up. They never enjoy life, you know, the wild side, shall we say, if you know what
Ah,
I'm saying."
yes, I understand. It's funny enough, this lichen that
Um,
I had an encounter with that was actually living inside someone's home that we ended up having to clear out.
oh, who, that rich guy?
Yeah, I took it from the quest board. I thought it was the greatest place to start, so.
Yeah, he owns like 7 houses around here and
Does he
goes through.
really?
Oh yeah, he owns three in the countryside and two additional ones in town. Another one all the way up off in Steep Side. Um, but he goes ahead and charges up the wazoo in rent for the other two tenants around here. He's just a crook.
Is he really? You know, I didn't fancy him when I did first meet him, but I was trying to look for some gold.
Well, then you got a sense about you like everyone else in this town. No one likes him, but we can't kick him out because he brings so much money in.
Mm. Are you saying even the Thieves Guild can't do anything about him?
The Thieves Guild is popular, but they come from newer tracks. This isn't the original Thieves Guild location. This is a branch of another main area coming from another city far off. I don't even know. Um,
Nice.
but they're much newer, and a man like Amble Crown is old money. Family has been in that house for hundreds of years.
Nice.
So as you continue to drink your mead, you start to feel yourself get a little bit woozy, um, a little more woozy than you would usually have from alcohol.
Oh no, she spiked it.
And you go ahead, but you like continue to try to eat some bread, and thing, and you eventually, unfortunately, pass out from the encounter. You wake up 4 hours later, upstairs in the same room. You recognize the as well, and you try to move your arms and legs, but you're actually bound to each of the pillars of the bed. Um, you are still fully clothed at this moment. She didn't strip you,
Oh,
but but you are go ahead and tied down. And then you see here a bang open on the door and a sickle in Helgi's hand. Helgi comes up
Helgi,
to you and goes,
can I ask what you're going to do with that?
"Well, after what the folk like you have done to my family, go ahead, maybe play around. Death would just be too quick and too easy for a dark spell lurker like you. Uh, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start by slicing your arms
You, I,
lengthwise, and then cut and then trim your balls off, and then only then once I know you're feeling it, I'll let you die."
you do understand I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's what the last five said too. I'm so sure that you go ahead and don't know.
Helgi, I came literally to the immigration stand. I
You
don't
don't
know
think
what's
I
going on in Ostranas.
you don't think I've so go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
11 plus 5.
And she goes and she goes and she's like, "It's not any different from any of the others. All sneaking through immigration, all with fake information, all with that. And then they come in here, serving their dark lord to go ahead and destroy us all.
I
All.
don't serve no one, only myself.
Oh, sure. So you're the only tiefling that doesn't have a master, that doesn't have a role, that doesn't have, and you're all the same, you magic casters.
I've been abandoned at a young age. I have nothing.
Go ahead and roll for persuasion again.
11 plus 5.
So she goes ahead and she begins to break, and she just goes, "Okay, okay." And she takes the sickle, raises it high in her hand, and comes down and chops the rope off of your right hand. She chops it off your left. She leaves your feet bound, and you go ahead and sit up and go to your feet. And she just takes a seat next to you. She's like, "I've lost my husband, my son, everything to this damn war. I've been going
Can I
through."
can I ask her like what happened? See if I can get knowledge because I don't know what's happened considering I haven't talked to them. Eddie
Okay,
Murphy
yeah,
and
yeah.
Ricky
Go ahead and ask.
Ah, Helgrid. Do you prefer that I call you Helgrid now or Helgridge
It
instead?
doesn't matter anyways.
Um, what happened here?
When the Dark King went ahead and attacked the Death Singer, you've had to have at least heard of him. Uh, he
Should I
went
even
through.
say that I did? Because I
You don't have to.
okay
There's not a pause in the conversation. You don't have to.
okay.
Um, he went through and took his army straight east from Kurabad, breaking the orcs and heading straight into River's Edge. His whole goal was to use the shipping port to go ahead and begin a worldwide invasion. Invasion. His final stand before his army started shrinking was here in River's Edge. Destroyed 3 quarters of the town. The guards, the army, the joint army, everyone was going ahead and fighting him. Him, 75% of both armies ended up dying here in this city. Many of those included from both the ghouls ghouls, the evil spellcasters, and the soldiers we had. I lost I lost the only two men important to me that day, and I swore to them I wouldn't let their death be in vain.
And that's why you.
Many of the people who come through here, the spellcasters, the tieflings like you, they were people that were specifically recruited by uh, Mavaloth, Mivaloth, um, as he goes through. So, they go, they come in, they say there's some random name, and you go and you find out the next day that 3 houses burned down, down, or 5 were murdered from lightning spears. Like that. It's the same damn story every damn time. And they're not even related to him anymore. The man's been hidden for 50 years at this point. We still go through and see his little inspired surgeon.
I will say I do understand the precautionary. Everyone does tend to not like me. Um, I guess I do understand why, especially in Ostrana, people do not like me now.
Yeah, must be a tough going from wherever you're from. I can
Well,
see that now.
yeah.
So let's get these off you and send you on your way. And she goes ahead. She cuts the last 2 restraints from you as you go ahead and sit up from the bed and begin to leave.
So I obviously put on my clothes. I got my chef's apron and my hat back.
All your clothes were still on.
Oh, okay.
You were not stripped at all.
Could I try to get a bottle of wine from her, like one of those bottles of wine? Could I ask her for one?
She would not be receptive to it. Actually,
Okay.
you can ask. You can ask. I'll let you roll for persuasion.
Oh no. Elgridge. That bottle of wine that you had, that mead, is there a possible chance that I could be able to either have one or maybe even purchase one from you?
Roll for persuasion.
12 plus 5.
Sure. Just yes. Take all the bottles. I don't.
How
I
many
don't
does she
care.
have?
She has 4.
Oh, fuck. Ah, why, thank you.
It won't matter anyway, Sue.
Oh? That's awfully odd.
So what do you do next?
Well, I kind of like to question what she means by that, but... what?
Don't worry your head about it. It's a whole big world out there. Go find your home, your life.
Why, thank you. And I just proceed to leave.
As you head downstairs, and you get down there and you begin walking out, you just hear a thud to the ground above you, and then you just walk out and close the door.
Oh my gosh! Did she just kill herself?
You do in fact realize later that Helgrid, after your conversation, in fact slit her own throat,
God
and died
damn.
after the
Alright,
loss of
well,
her, the loss of the people around her, and the realization of the pain she has been was simply just too much for her.
okay, I guess I just head back to the hooker hut.
All right, so you walk in hours later. It's now dark at this point, and you see just a halfling and his dwarf just kind of sitting along the wall, just nearly napping at this point, kind of like drifting in and out of consciousness.
Ah, hey, guys, Eddie Murphy, Baby Puncher, are you awake?
Oh, Morthos.
Uh, I'm finally back. Do I have a story for you guys? But first, how were Randall and Estella?
Randall was grumpy.
Oh, Stella. What a beaut. What a beaut.
Ah,
She was as
oh,
great
yes.
as always.
Yes, she is.
Yes.
Oh, but wait till you guys hear this, Helgi.
I don't want to hear about your sexual encounter.
Yeah, that lady was really weird.
That it wasn't a sexual encounter, but it was more of a life or death encounter.
I thought that was her first pussy. I thought we mentioned this.
Well, no.
Oh.
This actually turned out much worse. As I just briefly briefed them in about what Helgridge has been doing. And I just she spiked my drink. She did this and that. I almost died.
Oh.
Yeah, sure. Of course, that happened.
It's weird that she mentioned that, because the apothecary, well, not the last time we saw him, but a few times before we saw him, he mentioned of dark dealings happening in the West. Something about this evil man named Mikoloth or whatever.
Mikoloth and Cold Ball or whatever it is.
Mivoloth from
Mivoloth.
Kurabad.
From Kurabad.
Yes, she said the same exact thing. But anyhow, I guess with this being out of the way, and we got our signatures, I hope that our madam is still awake, and at least still here.
Yes. I hand over my piece of paper to the tiefling.
Oh yes, thank you kindly. I so appreciate all the work you've done. You have the other two names.
Well, he handed it to me.
I didn't
So
hand
he
him
had.
mine.
Eddie
Yeah.
Murphy handed mine to him, but I don't know if Ricky
I
could
left mine.
Ricky, may I have the paper?
Yeah, sure. I'll give it to you.
And I just proceed to head into the cooker's hut. Madam, hello.
So you had. Oh, hello. How are you today?
Oh, we had quite a journey. It was wonderful, really.
Oh, good. Yes. Do you have your signatures for the names, for the receipts?
Yes, I do have the signatures. I hope you don't mind, but we did end up ripping them in 3 to make our traveling quicker.
Oh, yes. It apparently does take 5 hours to get around town. She kind of jokes. Then, all right. Well, you got the names and you got the deliveries. Here's your 9 gold.
No, why, thank you. As I just split 3 gold to them. Anyhow, before I go, do you have any rations that I may purchase as well?
We just had 5 fresh out of the oven. If you're interested in buying, it's 5 silver each.
Why, wonderful. I'll just buy all 5 from her.
All right.
What is that? 2 gold? No, 2.5.
2 gold, 5. Yep, 2 gold, 5
Yeah.
silver.
All right. So
You go ahead and hand her the money, and she hands you all your nice, neatly bagged rations, and she goes, "Well, there we go. Anything else I can help you with fine, kind sir?"
of course
What
not.
is your
but if
name?
Just interrupting the leprechaun. She's like, "Well, wee one, my name." This elderly elven woman goes through and says, "My name is."
Mivoloth.
I am Nivelor, Dark Lord of this land.
My name is Leah Nailo. Nailo, but you can just call me Leah. No one ever knows how to say the last name, right?
Why, Leah, if you may ever need help again, I would be glad to assist you.
I'll be sure to reach out. And just feel free to talk to me if you ever hear any more crazy things from that Aramil. He's always out spouting his conspiracy theories of how the 57th president should have won without the popular vote.
Why, I do appreciate your help, Leah. I really do. Really grateful.
He's a Trump.
Well, thank you. You have yourselves a wonderful day.
I plan on leaving with the chef's hat in the apron. Can I please do that?
She has not asked them back from you.
Thank God. Okay, good. I'm gonna exit.
I'm gonna exit.
So you go ahead and leave and meet the other two outside the cook's hut.
Well, I guess I didn't give the 3 gold to Eddie Murphy yet. I just hand him his 3 gold.
Okay.
All right.
All in a fine days of work, but it is getting late. I
Go
don't
fight
know if
some
we want to.
werewolves.
I don't know if we want to wait out for this or not, but
Yes.
or we could.
We should probably wait the night here. Well, what are we doing next, actually?
You are out. You are outside the cook's hut, by the way. So you would have to make your way over to the inn.
How late is it?
It's about 9:30, 10 o'clock. You were
30.
you were you were passed out for 4 hours due to the uh, tranquilizer mixed into the mead.
Yeah.
Well, there could be lichen attacks tonight. We should either go in or what should we do?
Yes, let's make our way to the inn.
Yeah.
We'll
I
figure
agree.
out our course of action in the morning.
So you all go ahead and head back to the outside of town near the gates, kind of watching around you and searching to see if you see anything. But nothing really happens to come upon your way. You maybe see what you may think is a shadow here and there, but nothing obvious or nothing there. Just enough where you're still slightly on edge. You arrive to the front of the inn or inn safe and sound.
Hmm.
Well, we can either head in or do we want to sleep for the night or do we want to see what we can find out? I don't know. We may be better to try to approach the city guards regarding this lichen issue, or maybe someone else, like some sort of. Is there like a mayor or like someone of like higher power here?
There is for River's Edge. It is the one democratic city in all of Ostrana, held by what they call a president for short, or called a president pro tempore, a temporary position held for 2 years or usually as long as the person can stay alive, um, head and manager of the city.
Are the rest monarchies?
The rest are either monarchies or some dictatorships.
Okay, that's cool.
So feasibly, we could just like choose to ask the guard if we can assist and see if there's any werewolves that night, right?
We could try to assist
We
guards around.
we should probably.
We could try to talk to the president as well.
It's
See if he may have
9:30
more.
though.
We should.
Well, I'm
If
thinking.
we want to fight the lichens, we should probably do it like as a plan and not a spur of the moment thing.
I agree. I think we should set up. If we just go to bed tonight,
Yes.
we can talk to Steed. Is it Stead or Steed?
Stead.
Dead.
We can talk to Stead.
Steed.
He's not a horse.
Oh, you're talking to Mr. Ed here, who apparently runs the.
Yes, we should catch some sleep. Worry about that
we
in
can
the
talk
morning.
to Stead in the morning. See what information he may know about our
Ustedes?
president of River's Edge. What?
Si, el presidente es ustedes?
But no, the Stead's the name of the innkeeper. This isn't Spanish.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
He was making a joke, but I didn't understand.
Sacre bleu. I took French.
Sacré.
Anyhow, we head into the innkeeper's house.
Right, so you go ahead and welcome the inn, and Stead goes, Well, hello there. Welcome back. Plan on staying another night, shall you?
Ah, of course, Stead. How are you? How was business today?
Well, as seeing with all the events going on, you three happen to be my only customers right now. So,
Wonderful customers we must be.
and that is both a good and a bad thing. Trust me. So,
Well, we are
the
here.
night will be another silver for each of you. Um,
I'll just go
and
ahead and
then
put 3 silver.
you
But
go ahead and what?
I'll go ahead and pay for the silver, but just go ahead and continue.
All right. So, now, Silver, your room is same as you had last night, or if you'd like a different room for personal reasons, you're welcome to go ahead and do so. And it's the same deal as before.
Yes, I would like a private room.
Ah, Eddie Murphy, why is that?
None of your business.
Do you not like me?
No, of course I like you. It's just none of your business why I want a private room.
All right. So as you go ahead, it's the same, and he goes through and he gives Ricky and Morthos one room key for a larger double room, and then he walks Eddie over to one of the solo rooms, and it's just a small, tiny 8x10 room that has a desk and a bed, and candle lit lamp on the table.
This will do just fine. Thank you. How much gold is that? Or silver?
One silver.
Okay.
I already paid. Dick.
Yeah.
It's fine. I understand.
I figured I'd be paying for my own, so.
Well, no, I already paid. It's okay.
Oh, okay. Alright, I go in my room and I undon my armor and I get comfy and take out my bag of holding. I make sure the door is closed, of course, and locked.
Yes, the door. You've shut the door behind you.
I take the letter from Estella to Morthos. I don't even look at the Morthos side of it. I just smell it.
Weirdo.
Keep going. I'm liking this. Keep going.
No, that's it. I mean,
So you don't open the letter?
Oh. Is it sealed?
It is not sealed. It is just folded over.
Okay. I'm going to delicately unfold it and take out the letter, and I'm going to read it.
Nah. So as you see the letter, you see Amothos, and you fold over, fold by fold by fold. You begin to see this intricately written letter going through, and suddenly you begin to read. My dearest Morthos, even though we have only met for a short time, my fire for you burns like the forge at my back, consistently throughout my day and my life. The way you go ahead and curl your lips, your mutant brow that goes ahead and shows such wonder and praise, I can never get it unseared from my mind and my heart. I wish to go ahead and spend more time with you, to get to know you, and maybe, if we could allow it, see what this fruit bear like a beautiful spring or a cold winter. As I know you are a busy adventurer in this world, I leave all choice and option up to you. I can always go through and continue my life as is, no matter what rejection you may show me or not. Please stop by again, if you care to go ahead and see that we may gaze upon each other, maybe for a day, maybe for a moment, or maybe for the lifetime that I may be dreaming. In regards, your lovely armorsmith, Estella.
I replace all the words she says in Morthos with my name. And I get so emotional I start crying.
You pull out your quill as you're like tearing up after like just as if you were like watching the Titanic or
I'm
something,
using
just
my beard to
misting.
dry my tears a little bit.
As you go and cross off each Morthos and replace it with Eddie, Edward,
No, oh, I'm not
Mr.
mentally. I'm doing that, not physically on the letter.
Oh, mentally?
Yes.
Okay. Continue to read. You begin a gentle big tear goes across your face as you wipe it with your hanging beard. And you go through and just think to yourself, where is this for me? Why can't she feel this? For a downtrodden mountain dwarf. A man in which she had wished to see before.
Hmm.
As he,
As
is there anything else you'd like to do to this letter?
I have ideas. Believe me, I have ideas.
Your door is still locked. So I'm going to safely assume the rest of this you don't share with us.
Let's just
What you
assume
do?
that. Let's safely assume that it doesn't need to be shared.
We'll safely assume it doesn't need to be shared.
Yeah, you get the gist. The
we-
gist.
Oh no.
I was just about to say that. Anyways, while all this weird shit is happening, Ricky and Morthos, you do end up getting into your room, shutting the door, and unpacking your belongings for the day.
Cool.
Yeah, I guess I just drink my water skin again and just refill it back up
I go
before
slip
I go to bed.
and drink.
You
I
drink.
drink my
Alright.
slep. Can I just put the water in his mouth while he's asleep?
Put the water in Ricky's mouth when he sleeps.
Just
I
like
mean,
you
if
forgot you forgot to
Simple
drink,
pranks,
buddy.
So wait, is it his water skin or your water skin?
I mean, it would have been his, but I don't know if Shadeo wants to allow that to happen.
Oh my god. Okay,
Well, I mean,
so
I drank beforehand anyway, but
yes, you drank
No,
beforehand.
But
Wait, but you drank your water skin too, though, right, Jade?
yeah, I did,
Yeah, so
but I
you're
filled it
you're.
back up.
Oh, you filled it back up at the end. Okay. So yeah, from the sink in your room. Um. So anywho, you go through and you attempt to go ahead and sort of like just hold the halfling down a bit as you start to dump water and semi waterboard.
So I'm not
This
even
happened.
like bottle feeding him the water skin. No, I'm
No,
force-
you're dumping it from like shoulder height. You're gonna go ahead and roll for a strength check to see if you can like hold him down and pour this water on him.
I don't even know if I'm necessarily wanting to like hold him down, but okay.
Well, he's still conscious at this
I
point.
rolled a 5 minus 1.
So you go ahead and have to. And you put your hand like on the halfling, and he goes, "Oi, what you doing?" And just flings it off you as you like begin to drip water, and just it doesn't hit him in the mouth, but it just splashes him right on the face.
You look thirsty.
alright, me and you right here. Boxing match, let's go.
You want a boxing match now?
Hell yeah, no magic, just fists.
You do understand I'm not a boxer, right?
I'll kick your ass.
Oh, will you?
Yes.
Can I attempt to try to intimidate him?
Roll for an intimidation check.
I don't know how I'm gonna intimidate the leprechaun, but
Meanwhile, roll a Constitution saving throw, Zach.
Okay.
16 plus 5.
I got an 11.
So
You
that
better
is
go back to
success.
sleep.
Oh,
Well,
actually,
that's
I have advantage on saving throws against being frightened. Does that count?
Okay. Yes, that counts. Roll
Okay, I'm
again.
intimidating you. Yeah, go ahead and roll again.
Mm-hmm.
Nat 20.
Oh, fuck.
Bro. So you go ahead and attempt to intimidate. Wait, what's your bonus for Constitution?
I don't have a bonus, but I think Nat 20s usually even beat above 20 technically.
I
But I
mean,
don't.
yeah. 'Cause
It's
I
not
mean, I
above
hit
21 though.
his is nat though. It's like
Yeah,
natural.
I always thought Nat was above even pluses for at least like constant or saving throws. Not for like obviously attack rolls, but
So you
Well,
go
this is
through
your
attempt to
fault.
intimidate. You go through an attempt to intimidate the halfling. But the attempt fails. But the halfling no longer desires to attack you at the moment. It's a stalemate.
Well, he's just pissed at me, more or less.
there's
Yeah,
no
he's-
reason to attack a child anyway.
Saying you, the one that's 3 foot. I just go to my bed and just go to sleep.
I forgot that I had advantage against saving throws for being frightened. I'm so happy.
And then so both of you curl up and go to sleep for the night. Anything else you want? Well, anything else you'd like to share? You want to do,
No.
Eddie?
No.
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 Oh, him.
No.
We're done. Let's go. Let's go to sleep.
Okay. So you go to sleep. However, Eddie's gonna have to make a throw because he forgot to drink water
Wait, what?
again.
I forgot-
You only drank
Oh.
water once today.
Oh shit.
So
Still engrossed in that letter. Forgot to drink.
water. Player needs 1 gallon of water every day. Character who drinks only half as much water. So go ahead and run a D15 Constitution saving throw.
A D15?
Roll a D20. You got to get a 15 on
okay.
your Constitution roll.
Okay.
Did
Good
it
thing
exactly a 15 or above?
Good thing I'm proficient in Constitution. 12 plus 5, 17.
All right. So we'll go ahead and you are good for tonight. If you had failed the roll, you would have gotten 1 level of exhaustion
Oof.
from that. But you do need to
But I mean,
continue
wouldn't it have
eating.
gone away after he rested, anyways? Since he's
No.
going longer.
Not until he did the action that caused the exhaustion. So until he
Oh.
went through all of tomorrow and drank a full gallon of water, he would still have the effect of the exhaustion.
Cool.
Yes.
So, but in this case, he escaped it, so he didn't have to roll it. So you all go to bed for your long rest, and sleep through your 6 hours, and you wake up in the morning, refreshed, pensive, love lust, and looking onto the day where you have 2 hours of passive time. And that thing we weren't talking about is not a passive activity. So know that.
Okay, so
I
first things
just
first,
ran
I'm gonna drink because I'm parched.
Yeah.
I'm like, ugh.
Good
Almost-
drink.
Yeah, and then
I'm just gonna eat and drink and fill up my thing. Sorry.
I'm not gonna
I think
eat.
so.
I want
Alright,
to
so-
eat. That's the thing.
I was gonna say, yeah,
Nice.
I'm gonna wait to eat. I'm gonna get a nice meal somewhere.
All right, so go ahead. Jaden eats. The other two don't. Or do you eat, Ricky?
No, I just get a drink.
Okay. Everyone drinks. Morthos eats. The other two don't. So that takes up your first hour of passive time. And then the second hour, is there anything anyone would like to do?
I would like to verbally shout poetry at Morthos.
Please begin.
I'm just kidding. I don't know poetry.
Just
I'm
make
just-
If you want to do it, you got to do it. But you actually have to actively shout
No, I
poetry
don't.
to
I
the
don't want
party.
to. It was a joke.
I'm
As
gonna.
long as you're still, it's technically a passive activity.
No, I'm good. I'll just chill. I guess talk to him. Aye, you suck.
Alright, what do you think Eddie Murphy is doing in his room by himself?
Poetry.
Nah. He does seem like made up.
He seems like
You're
a
not wrong.
sensitive type.
He does, very much so.
All right, so I'm gonna make sure all my stuff is packed up. My armor's been all donned. I'm gonna go downstairs and get some breakfast, a modest breakfast.
Around the same time, I'm gonna do the same because I need to get
I
food
guess
as well.
follow too. Yeah.
So you've completed your 2 hour rest, and you head down to the innkeeper again. As Seth goes, go ahead and greet you. He's like, "Well, lads, how was the sleep?"
Ah, wonderful, as always.
Great.
Excellent indeed.
Did
Can
I
I help you with anything else?
Could you get me some? What did you eat yesterday? Bread and cheese. I guess is that what he ate?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he ate.
I'll eat that too.
All right, that'll be 12 silver. Or, sorry, 12 copper. Apologies.
How much is a copper in comparison to a silver piece?
For compared to silver, one copper is a tenth of a silver.
Okay, so I'll give him 2 silver pieces,
And he gives you the
8 copper.
loaf of bread and hunk of cheese, as well as giving you 8 copper back.
Cool.
All right. Ask him if he has any prepared meals, like a prepared breakfast, like the meals down there, modest for 3 silver.
Well, we do have a hunter's breakfast that we've gone ahead and I've made specially after your complaints last time.
Yes. Eddie Murphy is quite a
It is.
complainer.
It is two hen eggs and some roots and potatoes right on a plate for you. I'll sell them for a gold each.
Gold each.
Hey, you want a big meal? You get the big money. It's time for me to make.
Sted, I like you a lot. What a wonderful man you are.
Well, it's not like I have anything else to do, really.
Why, have you ever thought about adventuring?
Tried it once. Took an arrow to the knee. Didn't do it again.
Oh, that old fashioned, good old.
Scare him.
Mm.
You all from Skyrim,
And
aren't you?
I said this wasn't Skyrim.
Why, Eddie Murphy, you plan on paying the gold?
Fine. 2 gold, is it?
One.
1 gold.
1 gold each.
Each. For what? For potatoes and something else?
For 2 eggs, potatoes, and root vegetables, like usually containing of like beets and radish, some carrot.
So 3 gold.
All right, I'll get you 3 plates right out. And he goes to the kitchen, and he's working for like a half hour. It takes about a half hour to prepare this meal for everyone.
I bought you breakfast, boys.
My thanks.
Yeah.
Cool.
I've already eaten, but I very much appreciate it.
Yes, you're about to get fat this morning.
You see as the waistline on this tiefling on their belt is already at the final rung.
You're fat.
What do you mean?
Look at you.
I am a perfectly healthy tiefling.
What's a tiefling?
Are you serious, Leprechaun?
Hell yeah, I'm serious.
Oh,
All right, boys. I guess we're just sitting at our table waiting for our meals. I asked the party, so what is it we should do next?
well, I'd like to talk to Stead to see if he knows who our president is. I'm sure he has knowledge of him. I think that would be an appropriate place to start. And then maybe we can try to head there and talk to the president himself, or attempt to.
Yes, billion more of those.
City guards.
Yes, brilliant.
If not, I'm sure Leodon, that apothecary, would be sure to help us as well. As I just snicker.
I want to ask Stead something too, anyway. When he gets back.
Oh, he's not here?
What? Yeah, I'm here.
Is
What are you
Stead
gonna
back?
ask me? Oh, Stead's not back. No, Stead's still cooking your meal.
Okay.
Well, I guess we just wait for the meal to come out if we want to talk to Dad, so.
Yeah. Yarg.
Yarg!
Is he back?
Stead is just finishing touches on your meal.
Oh, I can hear him making it.
Yep, you can hear him
Does he deliver?
putting away his breakfast. He goes ahead, comes back. All right, boys. Meat's on, and goes ahead and brings you this plate mounded over with mashed potatoes, fine root vegetables just cooked in some oil with seasoning, and then two sunny side up eggs just right on top.
Sounds good. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten. This is rude.
Hi. Dad, you seem to be a fine cook.
Well, I do what I can. We don't have many people coming around searching for boring jobs, so you gotta learn to take care of everything yourself.
I understand. Anyhow, we heard that there is a president of River's Edge. Do you may know his name?
Oh, you mean the great president Darius Rump?
Darius Rump?
What a name.
Yes, our great leader Darius Rump. He is the biggest and bestest at everything.
And when did the wall
Runt?
go up?
Oh,
Did
the
you say
wall
Runt?
came up of Darius Rump.
Oh, Rump.
Yes.
Darius J. Rump.
Oh, I get it.
How'd you know? Do you know where we could find him?
Oh, they live in a modest home. It's the biggest castle over just by the immigration port.
Is it
There's a
huge?
small. It's as big as his hands are, large in stature.
Didn't you say modest? That it was modest? That sounds huge.
Well, it's huge and modest for his personality.
It's huge.
He's the
Ah.
biggest and bestest. What do you expect?
I guess I understand. Um. So, is it easy to meet him, or do we have to schedule, like, an appointment to talk to him?
Well, you can usually find him out on any horseshoe course around here. Spending his time. He usually doesn't like to deal with flimsy bills or policies or things of that nature. But he's definitely, his money and awareness makes us all feel richer, even if we might not be. But the point is he's a great man, the best of men. Um, and he's usually around to talk to people and talk to fans and admirers.
I understand.
Alright,
Well-
Stead.
Go ahead.
Do you know of anywhere that, and I'm going to pull out the Emerald Amulet. Do you know anywhere that could be appraised something like this? Around here, or even in, like, neighboring cities or towns?
That is interesting. Usually, you could go through. There should be a fine items dealer somewhere hidden along the roads. I'm not exactly sure. But in River's Edge, you may be able to find one here. There is one I know for sure. Um, over in Nugbaldor. That could go ahead and appraise that. They do all the dwarvish gems over in that city, and I'm sure this would just be the same order of business for the rest of them.
Oh, I'm sure our president Darius Rump may appreciate it. well.
I don't
Noble
know.
Lord or
He
new?
may have bigger and better emeralds.
Where is that? Oh, I see it. I think.
Yes,
No.
his modest castle is at the edge of the city past immigration. You'll see a big you'll see a road that heads through the hills and down into a valley, where he goes ahead and helps give us the diplomatic means, and then we go through and we vote them in every couple of years. So you know he'll be there until he is reelected, or maybe causes a coup like they did 5 years ago.
Oh.
I see.
Well, we're off to see the wizard.
The wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Alright.
He is a wizard, right, Stead?
A wizard, no, but a wizard in words, yes.
Very
Oh,
cool.
all right. I guess we finished
The,
our meals. Unless if Eddie
Okay.
Murphy, if you have anything to add.
No, that sounds great to me.
All right, we're off to see
The
Donald
wizard.
Trump.
Darius Rump.
Darius Rump.
There's J. Rum. Oh wow, this is great. I can only imagine how great this is gonna go.
Uh,
I can already imagine the voice now.
All right, so you're now that you're out of the inn. Where do you head from here?
Trump. Darius.
Rump.
We're going to see the president.
We're going to speak to the president, Mr. President.
So you go ahead and follow the directions of that Stead told you to a T, heading to the immigration office, and you see this winding path off to the left as you go through. You follow that and down into a slight valley, and begin to see the edge of what you thought was originally just part of the wall. That is actually now a whole separate castle with these flags uh, of orange, green, and black, thrown in with the river's edge seal on them. And you see two guards guarding in front, but not really doing anything. They're kind of just there for show. Um, and you walk straight up to the door of this castle, and you stand before it.
Do the guards approach us?
The guards did not do anything. They did not approach you. They did not question you. They did not ask pretty much anything. It's sort of like welcome access at this point to the front door.
Can we just like open it, or do we have to knock?
It is a heavy door. You will more than likely have to knock.
Well, we proceed to knock on the door then.
All right, give me a second here, boys.
I gotta go get my piece of wood to knock on.
I'm gonna listen to this on stream and I'm gonna go have a cigarette so I'll know exactly what's happening.
Okie doke.
So you see the door begin to open, and suddenly this man whose just skin is just destroyed by the sun, absolutely destroyed with this sort of like pompadour, pompous hair. And it's kind of done in sort of an odd comb back across, so he still looks bobbing. He just goes to you and just goes, "Hey, hello there. You here to meet the best presidents of President pro tempores ever? So nice to meet my fans."
Are you Darius Rump? The Darius Rump?
Dude, I am the biggest and bestest and have the best trade deals in the history of trade deals, Darius Rump.
You're the biggest and bestest?
I'm glad to meet you as I just like offer out my
And,
hand.
I am only called that by smart people, by the smart smartest of people in
Well,
in
Darius,
River's Edge.
you want to do a boxing match?
Are you challenging the man to a boxing match? The man with the biggest hands of anyone's party? And you know what they say about big hands. You know what
Uh,
they say.
Are you
Oh.
afraid?
Darius Rump, what do they say? I do not know.
They say that if you have big hands, you have big gloves.
Ah, why, of course. You must have a big pair of gloves.
I have an excellent big pair of gloves, and inside those gloves are my balls, and those balls are big to fit.
Wait,
The doctor
you
may,
wear gloves
doctor
on
may,
your balls?
but the doctor may say I have something called gonorrhea, but we don't talk about that.
Wait, where can I purchase such gloves that I can put on my balls?
They're custom made from my special company. It really goes through
All right, are we
overseas.
fighting or what? Let's
Overseas
go.
from. Oh, you what? You want to attempt to fight me?
I already said yes.
I was glad to talk to this man. I
And,
like
and
him.
you see the guards beginning to actually turn and approach you as you say this. You're
Oh, I get it.
like,
I, I was
so
gonna.
so
I
there
would.
are two guards in front, and there are four guards that appear like directly behind Darius J. Rump, and Darius goes, "Sure, you want to fight, eh? This is my biggest and bestest guard crew, the best in the world. No one can compete with them. No one,
Aye, but
no,
I thought you would want a
no one,
boxing match because you're so
I,
strong.
I, I think
you
that
know,
he was.
no one, wrong, wrong.
Uh,
No one from Moderito can fight these guys. No one from China can fight these people. Absolutely
uh,
no one.
Darius.
I don't want to fight them.
If I may, I think he was just looking for a casual boxing match, not like an actual fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you mean? This is casual. I'm wearing my studded casual diamond studded casual bracelets and my diamond studded casual gown.
Is that what you would wear to the boxing match?
No, this is what I wear to fuck.
I see.
Darius, I have a request. I have a request. A request.
You already made so many requests of me.
I so
I'm already feeling tired, and I feel like you're gonna just ask us and make some fake news based on what I say.
no, of course not. I'm obviously terrified to fight you right now. You're just way too strong. However, because I'm not a fan of not fighting someone I asked to fight. May I please kick one of your guards in the shin?
Hey, you do that. I do the same thing, so that's what they're kind of here to pay for. So here, do this one. He's the weakest one. We got him in from Irovedo. It's why I wanted to buffer the wall. They come and take our jobs and
Of course, of
do
course.
that. So here, kick this one in the shins.
All right, I'm gonna kick him.
Roll for attack.
10.
So you go ahead and kick him in the shins, and he doesn't even react, doesn't do anything. You go, yeah, well, you get your kick, and now you guys are gonna be my biggest fans, right? We're all gonna
Oh,
be.
Of course.
Darius Rump, I just love you. You're just amazing.
Oh, thank you. It's clear that I've met three such smart people, the smartest of people I've ever met
Yes.
today.
If it was on a scale from 1 to 20, I'd probably be a 7 in intelligence. Very smart.
You're just the right kind of smart for me. We talk about this intelligence of these rigged tests made up by some clibtards that go ahead and run against us. And so, they don't really know what we're dealing with in this world. They don't know the real smarts of how to survive in this world.
Uh, Darius, sir, if you don't mind me asking, are you aware of the lightning attacks that are occurring in River's Edge?
Fake news.
Oh, I was just looking if there's any way that I could help out, but I
Wrong.
understand. I
Wrong. There's no
understand.
problem.
I understand.
Wrong.
There's no problem.
Everything's happiness and rainbows and
Yes,
prostitutes
I
in my
agree. There's actually
presidency.
a rainbow right over there, as I just
Is
point off into a direction.
is, is there Bonica Chilinsky in that
Mm.
in that rainbow? Oh no.
A what?
Is there my favorite prostitute, Bonica Chulinsky,
Ah,
in the midst of that?
I mean, there very well could be.
Mm,
Hmm.
got it. You can just when you have money and status like I do, you can just kiss them whenever you want.
Ah,
You know,
yes. Yes.
doesn't even matter. It's just what they're asking for it. They want it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I can tell when I look
Now,
around.
now I have some important business to take care of. So why don't you fans, you smart, obedient fans, run off and continue to do great things for the
Ah,
city,
why yes. In the
and
name
I'll
of
go ahead and get
Darius
to work.
Rump, you have a good
And I'll go
day.
ahead and get to work. He shuts the door, and you see his carriage loading up and taking him to his horseshoe course.
What
Okay.
the
Over.
fuck was that? As I just look around. This guy is fucking stupid.
I was so mad I wanted to kick him. I didn't want to go to jail though.
Obviously,
I'm speechless.
our great leader Darius Rump would be no use to us trying to figure out this lichen infestation. That
Well,
option
he
is
just
out
said
the
it wasn't
table.
real.
Yes, but we have like
And back to quote him, he said it was fake news.
It's fake news. Let's leave this town.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I do.
It's not real. I thought you were a fan.
Do you not know how to put on a show, Leprechaun?
Well, it's my job. What are you talking about?
Well, then you should understand that this was just an act if you're so good at it.
I never said I was good at it, but it was my job.
Well, I can say to you that this man is definitely not a proper leader, I would say.
Mhm. So we didn't
Alright,
get a
let's-
job from him then.
There was
He's
No.
useless.
There-
He didn't wanna-
There's nothing wrong in the city. There's nothing that needs additional employment.
Did
he's
he
just
come
going
back?
to do his presidential work. No, I'm recreating it in his voice. He's still at the horseshoe course.
Could we?
Alright,
Are the guards still around?
There are two guards behind you, but they're again not saying a word as per their oath to the president, which was made well before Darius Rump's time. And they are just standing by in their same positions. They have not moved in it.
was one of the ones I kicked.
He was one of the ones inside. He was not one of the ones outside.
Okay.
I look at the guard. Oi, guard, what do you think on the lichen matter?
No response.
Are we serious?
Yeah, no, they don't respond. They don't even look at you.
Ah, useless.
Uh,
Disobey
well,
your hold.
is it really back to that mission board again?
I
Could
mean, either that or we look at to getting his item appraised. I mean, I personally rather not leave the city, but
Go to Nobadorg.
I
Home of the
understand.
dwarves.
I understand if he wants to get his stuff appraised.
Yes, I agree for the appraisal. We can stay at my kin's city. I'm sure the hospitality would be suitable for you lot.
What does that entail?
Drunken, fucking, smashing, bashing. Hell of a time.
It does sound mighty fine.
All right.
So,
So
are we just gonna up and leave the city?
We could do that, or we go to the actual guard station. They might talk. These people might be like quote unquote secret service who are like loyal to the president.
I mean, I'd like to talk to the guards if there's like something going on here. But
Yeah, let's go to the actual guard place.
are you okay with that, Eddie Murphy? Before we
Aye.
venture out.
Aye.
Okay. All right, onwards.
I'm kind
all right,
of
so you go through and continue back on your path towards town, and then you run into a garrison on your right, kind of towards the water, but not like completely on the water. There's like a field of training ground next to it, and there's kind of like fortress and ration huts and things like that for the military for River's Edge there. You walk in appearance to attempt to locate the general of the city.
Oh, we're going to talk to a general, not even a captain. Wow.
Hmm.
we're moving up in the world.
So you enter through, and there's a guard sort of standing outside eating a cup of porridge directly in front of you.
Ah. Why, hello.
Hello, may I help you?
I was hoping that we may be able to talk to either like a captain or general regarding the lichen attacks in the city.
Oh yes, talking about those again. Uh, seems like it's another problem with it every day. Here, if you're looking to donate, come help the cause. I'll send you over to the captain here, and we can hopefully get something figured out. And you go through, and he begins to take you in to this hut that has a big emerald sea kind of painted onto the front. He goes through the curtain, leaving you outside. And he comes in and talks, and you just hear a booming, "Finally, about dang time!"
Ah, why? Can we come in?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, come on in, come on in, come on in. I'm working on something. Give me like 30 seconds.
Just like I gotta write his name. I gotta figure out what he is. All right, I guess we enter.
And you see, for a human band of defenders, you actually look through, and a man in this golden armor, this heavy hack, standing about 4'6", is standing behind the counter, and just spins around and goes, "Hello there, you gentlemen here looking to work for the cause?"
Well, we were actually hoping to help the lichen problem here, and I believe that was about it.
Again, the cause. Perfect. Glad, happy to
Well,
have you in.
I'm not looking to like join your army, but I'm looking to assist you with this issue.
Again, you're joining the cause to help us kill the lichens.
Yeah, but just so you understand, there's no like contractual.
He gets it.
Yes, got that one. We would have sent you to the registration office had you been actually looking to join the guardsmen. As you look on me, I am third of my line of householder heck, captain of the guards of River Edge, and the first dwarven captain. My name, you may call me Captain Holderheck.
Ah.
You may get along with our buddy Eddie Murphy here.
Ah, well met. What's his name again?
Captain Holderheck.
Holderheck.
Well met, Holderhack. I'm Eddie Murphy.
Oh yes, of the Murphy clan.
Yes.
Long time.
Yes.
See, I fought with your cousin about 3 years ago.
Oh, no way. Tudyk.
Yes, Tudyk the one. Man, he was great with a hammer. I will tell you that. One time we were going ahead, waking up from a camp, and he decided to bop me across the across the head with it just for the fuck of it. I was concussed for 3 weeks.
I have a hammer.
We just look at him. Don't say anything. Yeah, so one
Ignore
time.
him and continue with our conversation.
Yeah,
I don't even use it, but I have one.
one time, me and Tudyk, we went out in the night and we gathered so many wenches that night we lost count.
As long as you had one beer per wench, you're good to go.
Oh yes.
So anyways, back away from the merriment and back to our problem at hand. These lichens are coming. They're coming from the west at this point. We don't know where and we don't know why, but it's lichens of all shapes and sizes coming in. It started off as originally rats and wolves. Now we've seen some bears and tigers invading the walls. We don't know necessarily where. We're thinking it's from the sewer tunnels we have leading out to the river, but we're not 100% sure. I do have a job for you if you're interested, and we can negotiate pay after the fact. So during the nighttime, or when it's about to get dusk, you and maybe one or two others can go ahead, depending on if we have the manpower, and head into the sewers and see where these buggers are coming from. Don't need to worry about fighting them for now. But if you can go through, tell us how they're getting into the city, and tell me back in the morning, then we can go ahead and make a strategy to either seal or eliminate them when they come in.
Aye.
All right.
I'm still
sounds like
wearing
you-
my chef's apron hat, aren't I?
Yes, you're still wearing your chef's apron.
Yes. Okay, let me write
Right.
We've all just been ignoring it because they need people for the cause.
I guess I just put that away and put it in my bag of holding. My apron in my hat. Oi!
Take off your shit.
So our job is to find the source where I assume they're lichens, where
Yes.
the multiple type of lichens are coming from.
And
Yes,
start with the sewer.
that is your goal. He said we have an inkling it's in the sewer connections out to the river. Like they're coming in through there, so they're getting underneath the walls, and then coming out through the drains in.
We're all experienced in fighting lichen.
Oh,
I
that's
even
good.
killed one in one punch.
Ah, yes, you did. It was a mere baby. Could you imagine?
Yes, and he has earned the title Baby Puncher. And I slap him on the
Baby
shoulder.
one.
To be fair.
This dude's probably distraught. He's like, what the fuck?
I hold it with honor. Oh no. Who died? Who was it?
Guessing Andrew.
Can you guys hear me now?
Hi there.
Yes.
I said a great fucking line and you couldn't hear me.
Dang
Anyways, I'll go back and say it. So you said, repeat what you said. You killed him in one punch.
I killed him in one punch.
Yeah,
You killed
yes.
It was a grand
A
time.
baby.
You killed a baby, didn't you?
it. Yeah, and that's how he earned the title of Baby Puncher as I slap him on the shoulder.
Ah,
Yeah. Those are the only ones you can kill in one punch. Trust me, I know.
It was an accident. I didn't mean to kill it.
Oh, that's a shame. I thought you were a mighty warrior.
Well, I was fighting the
You
one by
call that a
myself, and
mighty
these two were
warrior?
hiding, fighting the woman.
I'm just kidding. You wouldn't be a mighty warrior anyways. You just killed a baby. Anywho, moving on. Go ahead. Check the sewers. See where they're coming, which one they're coming from, and which entrances they're using, and report back to me in the morning. And then we'll make a strategy from there.
Aye, it'll be around.
There's
All
multiple
right.
sewers.
There are multiple headways into the river. Yes.
Okay, we'll write that down.
But he said that it was like they're coming through west. So we look for a sewer that heads westward.
The river is on the west of the city, so it's like
Oh.
kind of curves around the north and goes through the end of the city. So all of the sewer exits filter into the river on the western side of the city.
Okay.
Before your current president Was there a wall around this city?
Yeah, there's been this wall for many years before.
Damn. I was
Last
hoping.
last three presidents have been assassinated. But knowing our general above me, maybe we'll have the third in a row here fairly shortly. But that's a discussion for another time.
He wouldn't even fight me.
What'd you say?
He wouldn't even fight me.
Well, that means he won't be able to put up with anything we send him. Excellent news. Thank you, kind sir.
Of course. He must be weaker than a baby.
Isn't he already one?
Yep.
True.
All right, now go ahead and get to work before I come up with other things for you to do.
We head off.
And then you head off and leave the hut. And it is 10:20 right now. And I think that is a good stopping point for us to leave it at.
Aye, it'll be grand.
Yes.
That was good.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was a
good.
good one.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I tried to do a decent Darius Rump.
That story of Helgi though, that was
That's a good
tough.
twist.
Dude, I know it was kind of like I just really kind of flipped that on the fly because I was initially going to do the Kathy Bates thing from what's that movie called?
Psycho.
Not Psycho, because that's Bates Motel. But
Oh,
Kathy Bates was in a movie with James Caan where he ties him to the bed and makes him finish his romance story.
oh yeah. The Fanatic. I think. No. Yeah, that's a really good movie too. Can't remember the movie.
Hold on, pulling it up. Kathy Bates.
Cool.
And we
Misery.
ended up breaking
Misery.
the
Yeah.
city's